Alright, so last year I acquired this Porsche 356, which had been in storage for like 23 years. And maybe because I'm lazy, or maybe because I thought the dirt kind of added to that barn find look, I actually haven't washed it since I got it. I have been driving and enjoying the car, and in fact, I entered it at the Quail last year in its kind of barn find condition. But that's all about to change today because I'm going to give it its first bath. Now, full disclosure, I'm not a professional detailer by any means, but I've done some paint correction work on my Lotus and my 911, so I kind of know the basics. But today, though, this is just going to be a quick, simple wash. Nothing fancy, there's not going to be any fancy videography, so if you're here for that, I'm sorry, you're going to be disappointed. And I might still do a paint correction on it later. We'll see. I wanted to see kind of how this turned out and how the paint looked after I got it cleaned up. Alright, so first, here's a little bit about the current condition. Honestly, it's a little dusty and a little dirty, but it's not terrible. The paint is a little faded in some spots, it's got chips and dings and scratches, but during its 23 years in storage, most of the time it had kind of some old bed sheets covering it, so it's not really that bad. First, I started with the wheels. As most folks know, always use a separate bucket and a separate wash mitt, brushes, and all that stuff for the wheels because the wheels are usually the dirtiest part of the car. Then I soaped it up with my little hose-mounted foam attachment. You'll notice I don't have access to a pressure washer here, so I'm kind of just making do with what I've got. Yeah, I know washing a car in the sun isn't ideal, but my garage at home where I usually wash cars is just a little too dark to try to do a video in there and have it turn out okay. Don't worry, after I get it wiped down, I'm going to take it inside the garage.